Ko'rinmayapti mi?
Yo'q, ko'rinyapti-yu, lekin savol qani? Ha, mana. What's the number which when plus x plus x ko'paytirilgan 2
Savol tarjima qilishmagan buni tushuntirishni nima tushunding?
songa what's the number which when multiplied by 2 and added to 8 gives the same result as when it's divided by 2 and has same result as when it divides by 2 and has 32 added to it. Bir songa
Yeah, what is a number? Shu yerdan boshlab, what is a number? Sразу mana shu sonni qidiryapmiz. Demakki bu x bo'lsin.
X
which
multiplied
by 2 qachonki buni 2 ga ko'paytirsak and
va 8 ni qo'shsak
8 va 8 qo'shsak gives the same result
равно x divided by 2 plus 32
x is divided by 2
plus 32 and x borlarni bir yoqqa x bor yo'qlarni bir tomonga olamiz.
Yo'q, men tushunib olish shu yergacha kelib olish juda ham muhim, Muhammad. Misol to'g'ri tushunib, to'g'ri bir nima kiritib olib, o'zgaruvchan, uni ifodalab olib, tenglama qurib olish. Eng qiyin joyi shu. Qolgani endi oson. Bilasan, noma'lumlarni chap tomonga, sonlarni o'ng tomonga soddalashtiramiz. Bu x yarim x ekan. Demak, nima bo'ladi? 1 yarim x.
8 x равно 8
2x equals 32 minus 8 24. So x equals 24 times 2 over 3. That is 8 16.
8
x de 16 ekan.
Nega ochib qoldi?
X de 16.
Mama ko'kkenim aylanib ketdimi?
Ma 2 ni yo'qotishdim, ma 24 ko'paytirib olasanmi?
Voy, malades.
O'shani qog'ozda step by step qilishni, qadam-qadam qilish o'rganish kerak. Chunki kelajakda bari sen A level kiradigan bo'lsang, IGCSE'larga o'tganda ham aytdim, qadamlarni ko'rsatmaydigan bo'lsang, baho berishmaydi. Har bitta qadam ko'rsatish kerak. Mayli, davom etamiz o'qishgangisini.
When a number is divided by 4 and has 29 added 1 minute.
Okay, when a number is divided by 4, this number we don't know, let's say this x is divided by 4. So that is x is divided by 4 and has 29 added to it. So we are adding 29
plus 29.
So the result is here, not is equal to twice the number. So this result is equal to twice
x times 2.
Okay, that's it. Take to the right hand side, 2x minus 1 over 4x equals 29. And 2 minus 1 over 4, it is 8, 8 minus 1, 7x over 4 equals 29. And what is this number? We should multiply both sides by reciprocal of this number. That is 4 over 7 times 4 over 7. So that is 120. So that is 116 over 7. Okay?
That's it. Okay. The difference between two reciprocal of two consecutive positive even numbers is 1 over 12. Find the two numbers.
So the difference between the reciprocal of two consecutive positive even numbers. Nima degani bu consecutive positive even numbers degani ikkita ketma-ket juft sonlarning teskarilarining ayirmasi, difference ayirmasi 1/12 ekan. Demak, bularni oldiga yozib olishimiz kerak. Two consecutive positive even numbers. O'zi nima bular? Misol uchun
A over B
2 4 6 8 blah blah blah. Bular even numbers, to'g'rimi? Even numbers. If you just choose any number here, for example, let's say the first number is n. Second number should be n plus 2. Good morning, Dr. Liam. So here it says that reciprocal here. Multiplicative inverse. This means that multiplicative inverse. If you remember, if you are given A over B, it is reciprocal
times B over A.
So that their product is equal to 1. So we are talking about reciprocals of these numbers. And their difference is 1 over 12. So let me just write the reciprocals first. The first one is 1 over n minus 1 over m plus 2. Also, you need to write this correctly because otherwise we know that this n is smaller than m plus 2, right? That's why 1 over n is greater than 1 over m plus 2. So that your difference will be positive, 1 over 12. Here, if you make a mistake, first if you write 1 over n plus 2 minus 1 over n, you will not get a correct answer. That's why you should understand the problem very well, 100% correctly. Then use a variable to denote the unknown, then form your equation. This is our equation. Now we have to solve this. That is the most important step. So now, what is next?
Okay. The first we will
bring into a common denominator.
n plus
So
2, 1 plus 2.
N plus 2, right? Here we have n plus 2 minus n. On the right hand side, 1 is divided by 12. So this n and cancel each other, cross multiply. Living?
Yes.
Okay, see. So 12 times 2, that is 24. And this one take to this side, 1 times this, that is n squared plus 2n, right? So as you see, we got a quadratic equation here. Bring into the standard form, n squared plus 2n minus 24 equals 0. How do you solve this? What method should we use to solve this equation?
N times n. Okay, it's 2 times 12.
What?
Minus 2 times 12.
But their difference doesn't give us 2. You should find two numbers whose product is 24 and their sum is positive 2. 6 times minus 4, right? Here's 6 plus minus 4. 6 plus minus 4, 2. 6 times minus 4, negative 24. So here we can write n plus 6 or doesn't matter. N minus 4 is equal to 0. So from here, n equals negative 6 or n equals 4. But in the question, it says that positive, right? We're talking about positive numbers. So this answer is rejected.
Rejected.
Not accepted. Reject means not to accept. Okay, here this is the answer. Now we'll write our final answer. So it says find the two numbers. So dot, dot, dot. If the first number is 4, second number should be.
Second number is 6.
Okay, so that their difference of the reciprocals equals 1 over 12.
Okay.
Okay.
So stop. Why we use 1 over n? Çünkü cüzdanı belirleyen de. Yani cüzdanı n kılıp olduk. Yanında içeriye
n bölüsü 2 onu
kaç?
Ne oldu?
Nimaga bir bo'lingan n qilib oldik?
Yani bu yerde savolda aytyapti-ku. Ikkita ketma-ket juft sonlarning teskarlarining ayirmasi deyapti.
Ha, bo'ldi.
Bu endi teskarisi bir bo'lingan.
Teskarlari uni nimami? Reciprocal degan teskarimi?
Reciprocal degani ixtiyor son berilgan bo'lsa, uning reciprocali b bo'lingan a. Ya'ni uni ko'paytmasi 1 ga teng bo'ladi. O'zi buni ta'rifi nima degani? Reciprocal degani multiplicative inverse degani. Inverse degani teskarisi degani. Multiplicative degani ko'paytmaga nisbatan teskarisi degani.
Ko'paytmaga nisbatan.
Ko'paytmaga nisbatan degani bir-birini ko'paytirganimizda natija 1 chiqishi kerak. Agar qo'shuvga nisbatan teskarisi qanaqa bo'ladi? U 0 bo'ladi misol uchun. A ga 0 ni qo'shsa A ni o'zini beradi. Yoki bo'lmasam o'zi additive inverse ham bo'ladi. Ammo xullas reciprocal degani shu degani bu yerda. Shunaqa boshqa temalarga o'tib ketmaydi hozir.
Ko'paytmaga
Nisbatan teskarisi.
Bo'ldi, dash.
Endi buni bir yechib ko'ringlarchi, men hech qachon yordam bermasdan 3 minut vaqt.
One number is 3 times as large as the other, and difference between their reciprocals is 1/6 finds two numbers. Okay. Number is 3 times as large.
3 minutes. Start.
Nima deyapti? 3 eng kattasi
Gazeta o'qiribdi.
Ammo nima deb aytchi?
Bir sonning 3 karrasi 8 sonni o'ziga 3 karra ekan. Xullas bir sonni o'sha 3 karra ekan. Ularning teskarisini reciprocals teskarisini buni orasidagi farqi, teskarisini orasidagi farqi 1dan 6 ekan.
Unda minus 1 bo'lingan 3x bo'ladimi?
Keyin mana kalkulyator qilasiz. Hozir bitta son o'zi y bo'lgan bo'lsa, значит birinchi son 3 y bo'ldi. Ikkinchi son уже orasidagi farqi degandan keyin y bo'lyapti bo'lsa, ravno 1dan 6 bo'lyapti, to'g'rimi? Reciprocal degandan keyin mo ustiga 1 chiqib qoladimi? 1 bo'lib qo'yadi, bunday bo'lib qoladi, to'g'rimi? Shunda 3 ydan 1 bo'lingan yda ayrilamiz.
Agar 3 minus 1 over y teng 1 bo'lingan 6 bo'lsa, bunday qilasan. Unda mo y ni mo'nga ko'paytirsang ko'payib ketadi. Unda 3y
kvadrat bo'lib qoladi.
Minus 1 teng 1 6. 6 ni mo'nga ko'paytirib olsang 18y kvadrat minus 6 mana 1 raqam minus 1 18. Noto'g'ri bo'lmadimi?
To'g'ri. Harakat qilsa.
Ketdi.
To'g'ri, turibdi.
Yaxshiroq tushuntiruvchi, yaxshiroq.
One number is 3 times as large as the other, and the difference between their reciprocals. Ikkosining ham reciprocal ekan.
Ikkosining difference between degan ayirmasa, kattasidan kichigini deyaptimi? 3 ta sonni deyapti, ko'paytmasi kattasidan kichigini.
Bunday o'qimiz bilan deyapman. 3y bo'lgandan keyin bunga 3 beramiz. Teng bo'lishi 3 minus chetga olay.
3,5 minut bo'ldi.
Ko'p ketdi.
Masalan, aytchi o'zi, men tushunay, to'g'ri tushundingmi?
Bir sonni
emas, qandaydir sonni.
3 karrasi.
Bir sonni deb o'qimaydi, matematikada qandaydir son degani o'sha noma'lum son ekan. Qandaydir son emas, qandaydir son is 3 times as large as the other. Demak, ikkita son haqida gapiryapmiz. Mana bu yerda bizni birinchi son, misol uchun qanaqadir son bo'lsin. Mana bu yerda ikkinchi son. To'g'rimi? Ikkita son haqida gap ketyapti. One number is 3 times as large as the other. Demak, if this number is x, second number should be 3x. right? 3 times as large as the other. Okay, that's the first step. Second, and the difference between the reciprocals, right? So difference between the, first, what are the reciprocals? The reciprocals are 1 over x and 1 over 3x. So which one is greater here? 1 over x or 1 over 3x?
1 over x.
1 over x is greater because the difference should be positive. So here we need to write here 1 over x minus 1 over 3x. What is it? It is the difference of the reciprocals of these two numbers, right? So that is equal to 1 over 6. 1 over 6. That's the equation that you have to write down here. Now common denominator is 3. If we multiply here, 3 times 1 is 3 times x. So it is 2 over 3x equals 1 over 6. If you just flip over both sides of the equation, what we got here? 3x over 2 equals 6 over 1. So what is x? X equals 6 times 2 over 3, which is equal to 4. So the answer is find the two numbers. Dots, dots, dots. The first number is x, that is 4. The second number is 3 times 4, that is 12.
Okay.
Şunlar mi?
Bittik ya. Bakare. 3 y'den 1 over y there falan. Ne ki reciprocal yine bu nasıl kime koypam, 12'nin laf koypam. Buna ki hemen kaldım onu yemana. Fakat belgesine kalmışım. Ya yok ya evet. Ya bir müzik tutucu müzik şeyden evet.
All right, let's continue. You have to solve them again. Muhammed Aziz'in tekrar çıkışın gerek. Oku.
The square of x is equal to the square root of y.
Square root of y. Square root of y.
Root of y. Express y in terms of x.
Very good. Yani Özbekçe'de dona oku dedik ya, senin dona okusa öğrenişin gerek. The square root of
x is equal to
is deganda sal to'xtash kerak ozgina. Chunki bu yerda yani biror sonning kvadrati deb gapirasan o'zbekchalar. The square of x is equal to the square root of y. So the first part, the square of x, that means x squared, right, is equal to
square root of y.
That is square root of y. It says express y in terms of x. Yani y'ni x orqali ifodalang. Nima bo'ladi buni? Yo'q qilish uchun ikki tomonni nima qilishimiz kerak? Kvadrat ko'paytirish kerak.
Cube.
We have to raise to the power of 2 both sides of the equation. Now I have here y equals x to the power 4. That's all. So we have expressed y in terms of x.
Bus travels
5 minut vaqt. O'qib yetib ko'ringlar soni. 5 minutdan keyin agar yetib olmasa birga yetamiz. Boshladi vaqt. O'qishga 1 minut, 1,5 minut, yetishga 3,5 minut.
Sen tushuntirchi. If it travels sohada 36 kilometre yurarkan. If travels
Want to learn English?
Автобус движется со скоростью 36 км в час, прибывает к месту назначения на полчаса позже. Если он движется со скоростью 42 часа, прибывает в то же место на полчаса раньше. Найти Абдулкасима Ахмедова.
Nima?
Find deyilgan Abdulkasim aka chiqibdi. Abdulkasim aka. Рассеяние поездки. No. Короче, men tushuntirib qo'yaman. Bitta distansiya bor ekan, u distansiyani 36 km/soatda bosib o'tsa, yarim soat kech borib qolar ekan. Agar 40 km/soatga bosadigan bo'lsa, yarim soat erta borib qolar ekan. Find the journey distance. Distansiyani toping deyapti. Qanday yurishgan? Hech narsa tushunmadim, tushunganini ko'raman.
Biz bu so'zni tushundingmi? O'zi yechyapsanmi, Akhmedov?
Ha, o'zim yechyapman.
Bo'ldingmi? Shu vaqt qoldi.
Agar 36 kilometr tezlikda yursa, yarim soat kech qolib boradi deyapsan-a?
Yarim soat kech bor ekan. 40 kilometrda borgan bo'lsa, yarim soat erta borib bor ekan. Xo'mon ekan bu ham bir 6 kilometr. 6 kilometr. Okay.
36 plus 42.
Bo'ldimi?
Hozir.
Muhammad qayga ketib qoldi? Qo'yib boqqan chiqib ketdim.
Rosa ma'rayapti, bitta nima she'riga ketib qolibdi shekilli.
Kimni qo'ydilar ular?
Bizniki.
Nechta qo'ylar bor?
Bitta echki, bitta babachoq. Ikkovi kichkina. Biroz ariqib nima qilgan aytgan ekan, apga o'rganmiz. Shu ma'rorib anqatishibdi.
Siz Abdulkasim sizga. Masalan,
Hozir biz nimani topishimiz kerak?
distansiyani topish kerak.
Ya, o'zingiz sal yechib tashlashing kerak Akhmedov. B distance d bo'lsin. Bu A'dan B'ga borish uchun o'zi t vaqtda borish kerak bo'lsin. Kutilgan masofa. Bu yerda birinchi nima deyapti? Agar 36 kilometr yuradigan bo'lsa, d barobar 36 is destination half an hour. Kutilgan vaqtdan 1 soat kech borar ekan.
Yarim soat kech bor ekan.
T plus 1/2. He spends more time than expected. Now D, if he increases speed and travels at average speed of 42 kilometers per hour, then he arrives half an hour earlier. So the question is, what is D? That's all. So T plus 1/2 equals D over 36, and T minus 1/2 from the second equation, D over 42. So we need to find D. So we have to eliminate T from the equation. If you subtract the second equation from the first one, T minus T, 0, 1/2 minus 1/2, it is 1. On the right hand side, we have D over 36 minus D over 42, which is equal to 42D minus 36D over 36 times 42. Do not multiply because we may actually simplify these common factors here. So what we have here, 31 equals 42 times 36, 6 times D, and here we have 6 times 42, right? They cancel each other. From here, what is D? 6 times 42, 6 times 2, 12, 6 times 4, 24. It is 252 kilometers. So the distance between these two cities is 252 kilometers. Okay?
Aşağı kalmak bu ikonu olmasın tinglabak bizden.
Bunu hiç görüyorlar şimdi. A motorist does the first part of his journey at an average speed of 54 kilometers per hour. The first part. So actually it's traveling maybe from A to B. Here it's traveling to B. That's the first part of the journey. He then increases his speed to 60 kilometers per hour for the rest of the journey. So that is the rest of the journey. Let's say from B to C, right? And a motorist does the first part of his journey at an average speed of 54. Here, the speed is 54 kilometers per hour. And he then increases his speed to 60 kilometers per hour for the rest of the journey. Here from B to C, he traveled at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour, right? If he travels 225 kilometers in 4 hours, that means that the total distance is 225 kilometers. Total time is 4 hours. What is the distance traveled for the first part of his journey? Okay, so let's say from A to B, this journey is D sub 1, and from B to C, D sub 2. What is given here? D sub 1 plus D sub 2. There's a total distance, 225 kilometers. Just kilometers, right? All right, so here, let's say he spends T hours for this journey. Then for this journey, he must spend total time is 4. So here 4 minus T. Okay. So what is the question? What is the distance he traveled for the first part of his journey? So the question is
A to B.
Find D sub 1. Ya aslında bunu sen tushunib yechishing kerak. Endi tushuntirib berdim. Tushunmagandan keyin yechish problem emas. Asosan masalan tushunish problemi. Tushunib tenglama yoza olaysanmi, yoza olmaysanmi? Ana bu yerda D1 endi yozib olish kerak, to'g'rimi? D1 nima degani? Time times speed. So D1 is, what is it? Time times speed. That is 54 times T. Plus, how about D2? It is speed times time. That is 60 times time is 4 minus T. 4 minus T. Right? And D1 plus D2 equals 225. So if you simplify here, 54T, here we have 54T plus 214 minus 60T equals 225. 54T minus 60T minus 60T. Take this to the right hand side, 225 minus 214, it is minus 15. So from here, what is T? It is 15 over 6, or by 3, 5 over 2, right? Now, what is the question? We need to find D sub 1. So we need to find, that is, let's say, first step. Now I need to find D sub 1. What is D sub 1? D sub 1 is 54 times T. So that is 54 times T. What is T? T here is 5 over 2. 5 over 2, which is equal to 27. 27 times 5, 135 kilometers. So this part, the first part of the journey is 135 kilometers. Okay? Hello?
Okay.
Mana shunaqa yechib tashlashing kerak. Mumtaz, o'zi ko'p misol yechgan bo'lsa, buni yechib tashlashing kerak edi. Xullas, bularni hozir yechyapmiz birga. Alohida yana bitta yechib chiqishing kerak, qaramasdan bu yechimlarga. O'qishchi buni.
Abbas buys 30 kilograms of cheese at a certain price.
Certain.
Certain price. He finds that if he had bought some cheaper cheese costing 95 cents less per kilograms, he could have had 32.5 kilograms for the same amount of money. What's the price per kilograms of the cheese, which is more expensive?
Okay. Let's read one by one now. First, when you're solving the problem, you have to scan. Scan means read very quickly. You don't have to understand every word of every sentence. Okay, now because you got some idea, all right, and after this, you need to read sentence by sentence. The first sentence, read it, stop, and ask yourself, what did you understand from the first sentence? If you have to write down something or take a note, write it down here. Then read the second sentence. Okay, if you need to add some more to your equation, add it here. Then continue. This is how we solve word problems. Otherwise, the first time you solve and try to solve, it doesn't work. Most of the time it doesn't work because you're a student. So number one, read it quickly. You don't have to understand every word. Now, second time when you're reading, try to understand. If there are some words that you don't know, highlight and try to understand what it means. Abbas buys 30 kg of cheese. All right. At a certain price. Okay. 30 kg of cheese at a certain price. What is the price? We don't know. Let's say the price is X dollars. Okay. So he is buying 30 kg of cheese at a certain price. How much does he pay them for this cheese? We don't know, right? Let's say the total cost is in the first case, Abbas is paying C dollars when he buys 30 kg of cheese, and each kilo of cheese is X dollars, right? That is the first part of the question. In the second part, it says that he finds that if he had bought some cheaper cheese costing 95 cents less per kg, he could have had 32.5 kg for the same amount of money. So he is spending the same amount of money. This total cost is not changing. Still, he must spend the same amount of money, but this time the cheese is cheaper, right, than the previous one. And when it is cheaper, we can buy more because these two things are inversely proportional to each other. If the price is cheaper, we can buy more. If it is expensive, we can buy less. So this part is not changing. So here it says that he could have 32 kg of the same amount for the same amount of money. So here we have 32.5 kg, and each kilogram of this cheese is, what is it? Costing 95 cents less. So since actually everything is dollars, first we have to express this first, convert it into dollar. So 95 cents is equal to $0.95. So here we will have X minus 0.95. But here you should be careful. A lot of students make a mistake because units must be the same. Otherwise, I cannot cancel them out. So that is all. So now we need to solve this equation. Since left parts are the same, and also left-hand sides must be the same. So now we need to change this into mathematical equation. I don't have to write the symbols here. 30x is equal to, here we have 32.5 times x minus 32.5 times 0.95. So here, take this to the left-hand side, right? Here we have 30, x minus 32.5x equals minus 32.5 times 0.95. You don't have to multiply this. Watch what's going on. So if you subtract this, what is it? Here we have minus 2.5x
is equal to
now let's rewrite the answer then. Here minus minus, they cancel each other. 32.5 times 0.95 over 2.5. What is it?
32,95'i ko'paytiryapsan.
247 over 20.
That is 12.35.
Okay.
Sana cevap çıktı mı?
Şunun kattasi chiqdi.
Yo'q,
To'g'ri chiqdi-da o'zi.
to'g'ri.
Bo'lgan bo'lsa yoshga chiqadi-da.
Meni telefonimga qo'y.
Yo'q, to'g'ri javob chiqdi. Chunki bu pul bilan bo'lgandan keyin decimal point bilan yozishing kerak. Xullas javob. What is the question? What is the price per kg of the cheese which is more expensive? Hali tugatmadik savolni. Bu yerda aytayaptiki, what is the price per kg of the cheese which is more expensive? Which one is more expensive? The first one, right? That is X. Then we should write here, okay. Here, that is $12.35 per kg. That is more expensive. I need to write here. The price of each kilo of the cheese, which is more expensive, is $12.35. Okay?
Okay. $10 is just
5 minut beraman yechib, naqd ko'rchi mashina 6 minut beraman, mana 6 minut. Xohlasang, aynan yordam so'rash mumkin, dadangdan yordam so'rash mumkin, qarindoshlar telefon qilish mumkin, 6 minut vaqting bor. Boshla.